this afternoon.
Here we go from Maples Pavilion. The ball in the air, the tap, scramble for and controlled eventually by the Cardinal. Away we go. Stanford and UTSA. Enjoy the game, everyone. Stanford starting 5 on your screen. Talana Lapolo still unavailable with her injury. Tess Heel now making her 5th straight start at point guard. Jzaniy Harriel drains one from 3 to start it for the Cardinals.
And that's what Stanford does well. They came right out in their split action. Harriel was able to knock down the 3 ball, and the wins story there, 9 threes per game. They had 18 opening up the season, broke their record, so look for him to get untracked early shooting at their own home gym.
Stanford just under 43% from 3, best in the nation. They do good work underneath as well. Nuna Aguera denying that one.
Let's see what the guards, Harriel and Heel, will do, because this Heel, they transferred coming in. Great season at Santa Clara. Now she's making her presence known here on the farm. First turnover of the game.
Held ball. Arrow going in Stanford's direction. A scramble for here. As it's UTSA ball going in the Roadrunners' direction. Sidney Love in the paint. Working it around. 3 for Jordyn Jenkins. Rattles out.
Jordyn Jenkins, again, we talked about it. She's leading the American Association Conference. 18 points per game. Look for her to get on track early here this afternoon.
Elena Bosgana had it at the top of the key. Now it's Brooke Dimitri from the corner. Knocks it down. 6-0 Cardinals.
Doesn't surprise you, as mentioned earlier, in their wins. Knocked down 9 threes per game. Shooting at home, they're familiar with the rims.
Roadrunner starting 5 across the bottom of your screen. 2 terrific guards, Sidney Love and Nina De Leon Negron. It's Jenkins who has it now, working in the paint. The scooper, too strong, rebounded by UTSA. And the putback is too strong.
So far, so good for Stanford defensively.
Aguera, working right block, at close range, misses it.
It's Aguera to get on track early. She can play inside and outside as well. Knocked down 9 threes this season, improving her game, adding tools in the toolbox.
Underneath, Jenkins in for 2.
And that's what they're going to try to do, get her started early. She did her work early, Troy. She loaded up on the right block, was able to finish.
As Maya Linton knocks it out of bounds. UTSA coming into this game after beating Sam Houston 79-36, the largest margin of victory against a D1 opponent for UTSA since 2008. Now, that being said, that game was 9 days ago. They've had a bit of a rest here.
And a long trip out as well, so right, start off kind of late, so to speak.
Outside, Aguera, 3, short. Rebound by De Leon Negron.
Aguera's not shy taking that shot, as I mentioned earlier. 9 threes on the season, improved her game.
Spin move by De Leon Negron, runs out of room. Aguera with the block.
Defensively, you have to be pleased with Stanford so far. Roadrunners have not been able to get on track.
Jzaniy Harriel, outside. Aguera on the drive. Stanford likes to move the ball around. They don't like to make the ball stick in one spot. Linton clobbers Aguera.
Stanford running their Princeton-style offense. First time we've seen they ran the split action. Harriel was able to get the 3 ball. You can see going inside, Aguera being long, vertical spacer. They would get the shot block and the rebound as well.
Aguera's put in the work and is making the most of her opportunity. That, according to Kate Pay, the head coach. Chloe Clardy comes in, tries a catch and shoot 3. It's off to the side. On the drive, it's Love. That one swatted away by Dimitri. Couple blocks early on. Cardinal throwing a block party.
Shows their vertical space with the link down low. Dimitri again, the senior, hands up high.
9th block of the year. Whistle away from the ball. As Linton hit the deck and the foul called on Aguera.
Although it's early, 14% shooting for the Roadrunners defensively. Stanford has been spot on.
Aguera comes off. That's Mary Ashley Stevenson, one of 2 undergrad transfers for the Cardinal. Anthony Stevenson from Purdue. On the inbound, Jenkins leaves it short. And the rebound by Chloe Clardy.
Nice inbound play. Baseline out of bound play. He's not able to finish.
A pass whistled to Stevenson. She couldn't handle it.
Yeah, Dimitri didn't wait a tad long with Stevenson to get the nice tic-tac-toe passing for the finish.
An unselfish ball by the Roadrunners to Negron. DeLeon Negron to Udo. 6-4, Stanford scored the first 6 points of the game. Harriel puts Stanford back up by 5. It's 9-4.
They were confused on the ball screen, didn't come out. Harriel was able to knock down her second one. Miscommunication.
And a pass intercepted up top. Clardy heading towards the right block, puts it up. It is swatted a bit by Sidney Love. And out of bounds.
Clardy got the live ball turnover, trying to get downhill. Was denied at the rim. But I'm sure that's something the coaching staff, the Roadrunners, will talk about how they're going to handle the split action. And Harriel, again, was able to get loose, 10 toes behind the line, knock down her second tray ball in the afternoon.
Jenkins and DeLeon Negron both out. Cheyenne Rowe and Alexis Parker in for the UTSA Roadrunners, and that shot is in for the Cardinal. It's 11-4.
Miscommunication on the baseline out of bound play. Troy, I say if you can make 4 to 6 points on baseline out of bound plays, it's like special teams, a field goal in football.
From the right block, Udo. Now trying it again, it's Rowe who puts it up, doesn't get it to go, but she's fouled.
Yeah, Rowe did a great job of staying with it, getting the offensive rebound, the second chance opportunity. You take a look here, battling for it. First she misplays it and gets it up. Harriel with the foul on the floor.
Rowe to shoot 2, 6 of 8 from the line so far this season. Coming off an 8-point performance against the Sam Houston State Bearcats. And 4 for 4 from the floor that day. Stevenson, by the way, comes off. Courtney Ogden is in for the Cardinal.
Yeah, Ogden will come in, try to give them instant offense.
Shot good. There's Karen Aston, and look at her resume. In her 4th year and every single season she has been the head coach at UTSA, they have won more games. The program, their trajectory seems to be on the way up. Rowe makes them both. 11-6, Stanford with the lead. Harriel, the drive. Too hard off the glass, but a foul call.
Yeah, Harriel did a great job of turning down the screen from Ogden. Was patient. Straight line drive to the glass. Was fouled on the shot. She had an opportunity for 2 free throws.
Foul called on Udo. Jzaniy Harriel, redshirt junior from Sacramento. Came into this game as Stanford's leader in 3-point percentage, 48%. A number that I'm sure is up. She's hit a couple already here today. Misses the first free throw here. She's actually an 82% free throw shooter.
If you watch Harriel, she's improved as well. Last season, took the summer, worked with her father, improved her game, and is paying dividends this season.
Makes 1 of 2. Cardinal doubling up the Roadrunners. Linton puts it on the floor. Tries to work around Bosgana. Ball falls to Parker.
You have to love the energy level defensively for Stanford. 2 for 10 from the floor for the Roadrunners.
Parker hemmed in along the baseline, but finds help. 5 to shoot. Pass to Linton. Blocked again. Brooke Dimitri, another one. Her second of the day. Cardinal have numbers. Bosgana off the underside of the backboard and gets called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, Bosgana, she went in hard with a bit of serve. This kind of pull a .1 jump shot.
Stanford's on top of UTSA, 12-6 in the early go. As of right now, then the Stanford Cardinal, and that trend continuing. 3 early threes for Stanford as they're doubling up the Roadrunners.
Yeah, Harriel did a great job of starting the game in their split action. Now you have her for a second tray ball. Now she has 21 threes on the season, and Dimitri has 19 as well. But Stanford does a great job when they win games. They average 9 threes per game. Today, they're on a great start.
And talking to Kate Pay about what goes into their efficient three-point shooting, she says, look, it's a byproduct of being unselfish and being together, moving the ball around, and giving teammates options. Not necessarily just hot shooting, it's what you do off the ball as well. Leon Negron back in the game for UTSA. Jenkins, bounce pass, inside, working, ball on the floor, Rowe loses it.
Stanford doing a great job of putting attention on the post players as well. Another turnover, another opportunity to score off the turnover as well.
Roadrunners have made just one of their last 7 shots in the corner. Baseline, Ogden, off to the side, Bosgana gets there for the board.
Second chance opportunity for Stanford is huge. Go right back to their Princeton style offense. A little zoom action.
Already drives, dishes, cross court. Ogden for 3, side of the rim.
That looked good off her hand, good man movement and ball movement. He was able to change sides of the floor. The baseline drip to skip, and the extra pass to Ogden. Straight on shot, just long. You have to like the movement. 40% from the floor so far, 3 for 6 from behind the arc, 50%. Defensively, they've been outstanding. 16.7% for the Roadrunners, 2 for 12.
Substitution for the Cardinal. Bosgana out, Aguera back in. Love finds Udo. And Negron backs up. Thought she might take a shot at it inside the arc. Instead dishes. Udo spins on Dimitri. Shot well short. And out of bounds.
Yeah, Udo going against a longer defender. Dimitri was able to get her hands up.
Well, and this was something that Kate Aston was going to keep a big-time eye on for her squad. She said defensively, Stanford is a much bigger squad than we're used to playing, so that'll be a challenge for her.
You can watch it on film, but seeing it live does make a big difference. Roadrunners are 0 for 4, 1 for the last 8.
Outside, Dimitri squares up, back rim. Ogden taps it, but Jordyn wins it.
Stanford defensively closing out well, not allowing the Roadrunners to get into their offense.
Step back 3 for DeLeon Negron, and that breaks a long drought for the Roadrunners.
Just as I say that, Negron knocks down one from behind the arc, is able to line it up.
12-9, Stanford's lead cut to 3. Harriel denied by DeLeon Negron. With 10 to shoot. Trying to find a little room. Not much there. Clarity driving. The running left-handed scooper rebounded by Linton.
Probably the best defensive possession for the Roadrunners. Did not allow Stanford to get into their offense.
And a travel called Maya Linton on the catch.
Yeah, that first suitcase violation on the floor. First travel. Brought her back to the game. Referee said, no, can't bring that there, Troy.
Tess Heel coming back in the game as you look at Karen Aston. And Heel, the junior from Melbourne, Australia, transferred from just up the road, Santa Clara. I'll tell you more about her story, time and action permitting. Dimitri. Harriel around the back. Dimitri, a long 3. Front rim.
Back-to-back defensive stops for the Roadrunners. Made some adjustments.
Chance to time for UTSA, but DeLeon Negron goes in for close range and makes it a 1-point game.
UTSA has been able to score consecutive baskets on consecutive defensive stops. He'll turn down. Yeah, he'll turn down a wide 3-point shot for it.
Heel, the spin, altered. Udo got a hand on it. Linton trying to hang on to it. Held ball, and that's going in Stanford's direction.
You can see the defensive intensity has picked up for the Roadrunners as Udo is very adamant with the jump ball opportunity on the floor. Possession arrow goes to Stanford.
And DeLeon Negron also being a bit more assertive on the offensive end of the floor for UTSA as well.
Sometimes you just need to get a couple of stops.
Hand off back to Heel. Bounce pass to Garrett. Turns and faces with 2 to shoot. spin move, puts it up in traffic side rim.
That's 3 consecutive stops for the Roadrunners. Defensively, they've made the adjustment. Now they feel that they're in the game. Now they have to make some offensive plays. But so far, so good.
Stanford has missed his last 7 shots. And an offensive foul called away from the ball on Idara Uda.
Although that's not considered an actual turnover in terms of a pass, it is a turnover because it does not allow you to get an opportunity to make an attempt at the basket.
Final minute, first quarter. Udo has to come off. A couple of dribbles, now it's Heel spinning in the paint, tries to split the defense, hit too strong. Leon Negron stops, assesses, looks at the bench for the sign from Coach Aston. 4-second differential between game clock and shot clock.
Stanford is good on fouls as well, so they can commit 1 foul if they need to. Force them to take the ball out of bounds.
The bump off, replay on, but the pass deflected, taken by Dimitri. Clardy ahead, the step, the scoop, and the score.
Clardy with the Euro step, the live ball turnover, she was able to convert. Bad possession for Negron and the Roadrunners. Yeah, this afternoon.
Dropped the opener, and they have not lost a game since, but they're down by 3 to Stanford to start the second quarter. Jzaniy Harriel with 7 points. To lead all Stanford scorers, Jordyn Jenkins, relatively quiet for her so far in the early going. Then DeLeon Negron, who has taken the mantle for the offense for UTSA and does again here, making it a 1-point game again.
Yeah, she's able to get downhill, score, was able to take the contact, finish.
7 for DeLeon Negron.
So as I mentioned earlier, this will be a formidable matchup because Stanford will play a team with a winning record 7-1. Nice three for Dimitri. That's her second one. 10 toes behind the line.
As Dimitri connects. And Stanford now with 4 3-pointers. Ball on the floor for a moment, but it falls to Jenkins, who tries to go strong. It might have been caught between 2 thoughts. But Brooke Dimitri, big shot Brooke, they call her here on the farm, and this is one reason why.
Yeah, she was able to line it up. Second one from the same spot. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
45% from beyond the arc coming into today. Has 7 straight double-digit scoring games. Clardy on the drive, too strong. Stanford will get another crack at it.
I'm sure Clardy would like to get that back. Straight line drive, was able to get downhill.
Leon Negron out, Parker back in.
I mean, she was looking for the contact, and it was not there.
Bosgana, catch and shoot. Off the side of the rim, Aguirre tries to grab it and does, but has a foot on the baseline on the way.
Bosgana trying to get her on track. Her ability, the lefty, the senior, to stretch the defense. But so far, so good. In terms of Stanford has been able to handle Jordyn Jenkins thus far.
Jenkins just 1 of 5 from the floor. She stays out there. You look at Taylor Ross, the freshman from San Antonio, who is in the game now, facing Cheyenne Rowe.
Look at the little A series. The horns action up top. Got a post up.
Inside to Jenkins. Blocked again. It's been tough sledding.
Yeah, Jenkins is going against longer defenders. As you mentioned earlier, this is one of the longer teams that the Roadrunners have to face this season.
Heel open for 3 off the back rim. Love doesn't have numbers. Tries to break down Heel and does, but misses the layup.
Point blank shot, nice idea.
Ahead to Bosgana. The scooper. That's too strong.
Bosgana tried to do a step through, nice jump stop into her offhand, was not able to complete the deal.
Yeah, good looks on both ends, but nothing followed. Stanford still up by 4. Jenkins open for 3. Back rim, tapped out. UTSA ball.
Yeah, Jenkins is trying to get untracked. She's having difficulties inside because of the length that Stanford possesses. She's only 5 for 16 for behind the arc this season. So if I'm Stanford, I'd rather have her shoot from there versus inside the arc area where she's 52% from the painted area.
She's a Conference USA Player of the Year and Newcomer of the Year a couple seasons ago to transfer from USC. So she's been in this building before. Foul called on the Cardinal.
Clardy got her hand in the cookie jar there.
Ooh, cookies. I'm hungry.
Me too.
I should have eaten a bigger breakfast. Noon tip-offs are kind of weird for that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Ross comes off. Rowe comes back in. Delay on Negron to inbound. Fresh 20 for UTSA. Catch and shoot on the inbound. Too long, but rebounded by Delay on Negron, but she travels along the way. Jenkins now 1 for 7 from the floor.
And you can see Jenkins, their game is sped up. So she's not taking her time. That's a shot she normally would knock down, but she understands that the length of Stanford is putting her in a box.
And a travel across the way from Bosgana.
Yeah, back-to-back travels.
Well, after the ebbs and the flows of this game, Stanford still just a 4-point lead. UTSA trying to cut into that advantage for the Cardinal here.
Yeah, both teams is not showing an ability to score the basketball. Both are shooting under 30%.
And that number goes down for UTSA. Another close look off the mark. This one from Jenkins. Harriel puts up a three, but a whistle beforehand, and it's called against the Cardinal.
The back-to-back turnovers, travel, and a legal screen as well. Stanford is 0 for their last 4. Roadrunners 0 for their last 5.
Aguirre has just been called for her second foul. She comes off. Clardy comes off as well. Nyanga Goni coming in. She goes by Nye. She's a redshirt senior from Lincoln, Nebraska, transferred from Mississippi State. Jenkins comes off.
You see how Stanford is able to adapt with Aguirre on the bench. Second foul. She may not see any action to the start of the second half.
Parker driving to the paint. Too strong again. Harriel grabs the board. Jump ball called, and it'll go in Stanford's direction. 17-13 our score. It's been closely played throughout most of it. Another look here at the jump ball. Harriel fights for it and eventually ends up winning it.
Trey, I don't know if you can call it great defense or just bad offense for both teams.
A little of both, maybe. With all the close looks being missed, part of me skews more towards the defense, perhaps. Stevenson runs into a double team. They'll reach in to tie up, and it's going to go in UTSA's direction. Smart move by Maya Linton.
That's a great job by Linton. They're doubling on the bounce. As Stevenson turned over her right shoulder, you can see here. She'll turn over her right shoulder right there, and there is the double team. Great job, great coaching, great scouting.
Well handled. Stevenson, the Big Ten freshman of the year last year. Doesn't win that battle. Delay on Negron for 3. Side rim. Falling towards the corner. And a whistle. Called on UTSA away from the ball. It's on Rowe.
Sure, I understand it's a morning game or an afternoon game. Both teams haven't woke up offensively.
After Stanford hit a couple of early threes, it's been kind of quiet since then. Bosgana can certainly get it going. So can Heel. High, arcing, 3-ball goes through. Heel makes it rain and gives Stanford its biggest lead of the game.
So interesting, 3 of their threes are coming from the left corner pocket. 2 by Dimitri, 1 by Heel, and the other 2 has been at the top of the key.
20-13. Parker in the corner. Goni turns, faces, guarded by Dimitri. Spin, pivot. Bosgana breaks it up and takes it away. Cardinal off and running. Harriel for 3. Got it! Back-to-back big threes for the Cardinal.
And Harriel with her second 3 on the advanced pass by Teal. Get out and run early. There's the 3-ball by Hill, the left corner pocket. That was her first three, the third from that corner. Here's the advanced pass we spoke about. Harriel said, guess what? I'm going to line it up 10 toes behind the line. I'm going to knock it down for my third three of the afternoon.
10 points for that.
Earlier. Last season, she only averaged 13 minutes a game. Now she's one of the better players on the team, leading the team in scoring, 18 points. She was behind two outstanding players. You mentioned one transferred to USC, the other was graduated, #1 pick in the WNBA as well. So she was following those two players, but now she has a chance to lead the team, and she's doing an excellent job so far.
Back to action with the Cardinal ahead by 10. They're on a 9-0 run. Roadrunners have missed their last 7 from the floor. Love. Around the back. Out to Ross, who's back in for UTSA. Elena Negron driving. That's been the Roadrunners' best play all afternoon.
Negron did a great job. They were in a single-side screen action. She had the roller as well, but she goes to her offhand. Was able to get downhill and kissed it off the window for the bucket.
Give her 9 points so far in the afternoon. Underneath, Stevenson, double. Serves up a pass towards Bosgana, but knocked out of bounds off UTSA.
Defensively, they're doing a great job of doubling on the bounce on the post players and rotating out.
Stevenson out, Ogden back in. Ogden, a sophomore from Atlanta. 16.5 rebound performance against UC Davis.
So Ogden has the ability to play inside and out as well. She can stretch the floor from behind the arc.
An offensive foul called. Bosgana on the drive.
Yeah, Bosgana with the pass and crash. Easy call for the official. Great job of getting the feet outside the smiley face. Getting offensive foul.
Her second of the day. That brings back in Chloe Clardy. No relation. The sophomore from Conway, Arkansas. Love. Guarded by Heel. Ross. Leon Negron with 9 points already. Directing the traffic. 5 to shoot. Ross, straightaway 3. Gets it to go. Roadrunners make it a 5-point game. Just the second three-pointer of the year for Ross. She's 2 for 3 now in that category.
Yeah, Ross is wide open. Understand the scouting report. You're going to give her that shot, force her to make it. She did.
Foul called as Ogden tried to take it to the hoop.
Take a look here. Setting it up at a point guard. She's wide open.
Ross against Sam Houston had 5 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 blocks, all in just 6 minutes worth of work. How's that for efficiency? Foul was called on Linton, with Ogden going to the line. 4-4 on free throws entering this game. Rattles out. First miss of the season. Ogden, Pac-12 all-freshman honorable mention last year. Second free throw. It's good.
Yeah, Ogden has the ability to put the ball in the basket in his sophomore season.
That three-pointer short from Love. Terrific board by Dimitri. Cardinal off and running in the other direction. Already crossover. Heel in the corner. After him, grabbed by DeLeon Negron. Doesn't have numbers. And Cardi says, give me that.
And you are absolutely correct. Negron didn't have numbers, took it into the teeth of the defense. Would have been better served to pull it out and run the secondary offense.
Looks like she kind of may have come to that realization a bit too late as Ogden tries for 3. Rattles out.
Wide open shot on the split action. I'm sure that's something they're going to talk about at halftime, how they want to defend that action.
Love misses the layup. Love's 0 for 4 from the floor today. Hardy waits. Allows Ogden to clear out. Gets it to Heel. Up top to Harriel. Already hit some big three-pointers so far today. Dimitri turns, fires, in and out.
Nice shot by Dimitri right at the pinch post area. Nice look, it just rimmed out.
Stanford up 6. Scooper from Leon Negron short.
And you can see how the length affected that. Negron seeing the help coming over and scooped it up a little bit too early versus going in, getting a better shot to the rim.
It's been a big problem for UTSA all afternoon so far. Terrific pass underneath the reverse scooper to Courtney Ogden, and Stanford's clicking on all cylinders.
So they ran the split action off the corner. Ogden was going back door. It was a nice pass, lead pass by Dimitri. Finished on the second side of the rim.
Up top, Jenkins, open lane to the hoop. She gets it, count it, and one.
Nice athleticism by Jenkins. She double pumped, took the contact as well. But here is the back door right here. Second side by Ogden, was able to finish. Dimitri did a great job. But here is Jenkins going inside, double clutch. Ogden came over late on the help. Opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Ogden 83% from the line so far this season. Spent most of last season recovering from an off-season injury. Transferred from USC a couple of years ago. Scored 20 points, 7 rebounds against Stanford down in LA, Feb 6, 2022. 5-point game now for the Cardinals. Harriel from the free throw line, no. Tracked down by Rowe in the corner.
I'll tell you what, as poorly as the Roadrunners have played this first half, they're still in the game.
Rowe puts it on the floor, puts it up just inside the paint, knocks it down. It's a three-point game.
That's a nice job by Cheyenne Rowe. Understood the assignment. Didn't want to really deal with the vertical spacers down low. A short jumper right in front of the rim, was able to knock it down.
Our first look at Shea Ijewoye, who is in the game, the freshman from Phoenix. There's Dimitri who has it now. Tries to bank it off the glass, and Ijewoye tries for the board, can't get it. Final minute, second quarter. Love stops, pops, and it drops. And it's a one-point game now.
The Roadrunners, when they're scoring, it's basically in transition. It's not allowing the Cardinal to set up their defense. They can get out and run. They have a better opportunity of scoring, so they have to deal with the defense inside 47 feet.
7-0 run for the Roadrunners. 4 to shoot. Outside, Ijewoye. Baseline, in traffic, travel.
Ijewoye did a great job of slashing to the front of the glass. Took too many steps. Interesting enough, the Roadrunners, Troy, have a chance to go into half with the lead.
Sure do. Emma Lucio in the game for UTSA, replacing Cheyenne Rowe. Lucio, a sophomore from Edinburgh, Texas. 4 of 9 from beyond the arc.
The Roadrunners on a 7-0 run in the last minute 29. Defensively, they've been outstanding.
5 to shoot. Love, driving, way too strong. Ijewoye holds, and we go to the break. Stanford is keep pacing the Cardinal attack. That's only the half of it. Off we go. Bosgana. Guerra has 2 fouls, turning and facing and finding Bosgana. Long-range shot off the back of the rim.
So they start off with the same split action again. Bosgana was wide open, so the adjustment was not made. Remember, Troy, they came out and scored on that same play with Harriel knocking down the first 3 of the game.
Jenkins quiet overall, 5 points, 2 for 10 from the floor in the first half. Outside, puts it up just inside the arc. Rebound grab by Bosgana. Udo off the mark.
Udo with the pick and pop.
Harriel finds Heel. Bounce pass to Aguirre. Turns and faces. Puts up the jumper. Side rim. Udo grabs the board.
They will need Aguirre to get on track. And she got that second foul. Was saddled the rest of the half.
Love weaves through. Rebound Jenkins. Puts it up. Count it. And one.
And that's what she does. She scores around the rim. 14 points total inside the painted area, make that 16. She has an opportunity for the old-fashioned three. Again, to beat Stanford, you got to beat them in transition. Do not allow them to set their defense. Nice job of getting the second chance opportunity for the finish.
UTSA in the lead for the first time this afternoon. And now they're up by 2. 28-26.
And I'm sure they're pleased so far.
In the corner, Dimitri lines it up and knocks it down.
So Dimitri from the left side is her third three.
Stanford 7 3-pointers overall tonight. Shot denied. Jenkins gets it back. Altered by Aguirre. Tries to hang on to it and does.
Aguirre did a great job as a vertical spacer down low with the block.
Underneath, Aguirre got it. And one.
And that's what she does well, Troy. She blocked the shot and got her work in early, rim to rim. They found her under the basket. Here it is for the old-fashioned three-point play. Hill did a great job with her chin up. Aguirre runs the floor. She started it with the block, went rim to rim.
There are 29 points, 13 boards at LSU, both career highs back on December 5th. Knocks down the free throw. Foul was called, by the way, on Linton. That's her third.
You definitely miss her presence on the floor. That's 18 points a game that was on the bench after a second foul in the second quarter.
Leon Negron drives. We saw plenty of that throughout much of the first half. Doesn't convert this one, but will go to the foul line.
Negron has been able to get downhill. Broke out her do-it-yourself kit on that one. Now she has the opportunity for 2 free throws. 9 points so far.
Leon Negron, the grad transfer from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Came to UTSA from Incarnate Word. This is the first. She is now 8 of 12 from the free throw line. She grew up in Puerto Rico, played on the Puerto Rican under-17 national team, and was able to play in front of her family when UTSA went down to the Puerto Rico Classico a couple weeks ago. And she misses them both here.
Yeah, so when you miss free throws, that's like turnovers, although it don't show up in the stats.
Hill spins and puts it up in traffic. Stanford up by 6.
So Stanford ran a little double stagger screen action at the top. Hill was able to get downhill and convert.
Cardinal has been able to answer after the Roadrunners took their first lead of the game. Love the reverse scooper. Ito grabs it and can't make the return shot.
So both players, second side opportunities to finish. The first one was missed. Ito gets the rebound. She had opportunity as well. You see, there's the first second chance opportunity on the reverse. Now Ito has a chance, and she was not able to convert.
Back to action as Jenkins misses again from close in. Udo with another shot, but the ball out of bounds. Jordyn Jenkins 3 for 13 from the floor. And Negron inbounding. Tapped away on the floor. Hill comes crashing to the deck. Fouled by Love.
Yeah, Hill winning the 50-50 ball. Was able to get the foul on the floor. Stanford 6-point lead.
Tess Hill now started 6 consecutive games. Talana Napoa still on the mend. Aguirre with the jab. Hands to Harrell. Bounce pass to Aguirre. Can't convert. Fighting for it. And jump ball called, and it's going in UTSA's direction.
I love the action. Single side action, screen and roll with Aguirre. Is not able to complete the deal with her right hand. Try to bank it off the glass. Nice idea.
Foul on Dimitri, that's her second. There's Brooke. And Negron bringing it across.
Stanford on the 8-0 run, last minute 36.
The drive by Love somehow gets it to go. And she'll go to the line.
The Love refused the screen, straight line drive, was able to take the contact inside. We call this the sneaky hand right here. Goes right inside with the sneaky hand. Right hand did not use the left, goes inside. Right there you can see the contact. Jzaniy with the foul, was late getting over for the help.
And that's her third. She has to come off. Take a seat. Mary Ashley Stevenson into the game with Love going to the line. Love 75% from the foul line. Team leader in assists coming into this game. Love, the junior, Tupelo, Texas, just outside of San Antonio. But the free throw rattles out. 4-point game, 34-30. Stanford on top.
On the road, you have to be able to convert those free throws.
Yep.
3 consecutive free throws missed.
Heel, short. Udo has been a presence on the board so far here in the second half. Leon Negron tries to split the trees, but finds Bosgana instead.
Understanding the assignment, you have to score in transition. Do not allow Stanford to set their defense. Nice job by the Roadrunners to get back, take away the initial offense, get to their secondary, results in a foul.
And it's called on Linton, I believe. And if so, and it is, that's her fourth. She has to come off.
Stanford with 6 blocks so far this afternoon. We talked about the length, giving the Roadrunners problems in the painted area. That coupled with missed free throws does not bode well for a team that's on the road shooting 57%, 4 for 7 from the free throw line.
Hammond's in the game for UTSA. Same hometown in high school as Sidney Love. A couple years apart. Hammond's a freshman. Love is a junior.
So now they're playing Guerra out. Her and Stevenson switched at the pinch post area.
Bosgana on the floor with 5 to shoot. The runner misses right.
Bosgana tried to get downhill.
Inside, Udo, but travels. Boy, and that was a mismatch there. Udo versus Clardy, and UTSA can't take advantage of it.
Yeah, you're talking about a mouse in the house. I call that the Tom and Jerry effect right there. Had an opportunity to get inside. Udo didn't recognize she had a smaller person over. Only thing she needed to do is go over a left shoulder for a jump hook.
Tom and Jerry being mentioned during the game involving the Roadrunners. How about that?
Yeah, be creative. Mouse in the house.
Arrow up and down, but a held ball on the way up, and it's going to go in the Roadrunners' direction. But Stanford has had chances to get separation, but just haven't quite been able to find the knockout punch just yet. UTSA hanging around. Within 4 right now. Jenkins off to the side. Bosgana grabs the board.
Jenkins needs to be more diversified in her scoring.
Guerra finds Bosgana underneath. And a foul called on UTSA.
Now Guerra had all eyes on her. The defenders was loading up on her, and Bosgana did a great job of cutting baseline the second side to a strong hand. The opportunity for free throws.
Well, and terrific vision by Guerra, who, oh, by the way, leads the team in assists coming into today. Foul on Hammonds. Bosgana's first free throw is through. Bosgana 87% from the line entering today. The senior from Athens, Greece. She was actually Tara Vanderveer's first commit from Europe to play for Stanford. Committed to the Cardinal, sight unseen. Hold the bomb with Tara and Kate Pay over Zoom. This was back during those days when we did everything during Zoom. Bosgana, a key member of the squad as Stevenson comes out.
I would say that turned out extremely profitable, paid dividends for the Cardinals.
36-30. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Swiped away. Aguirre ends up with it.
Confusion offensively. Love got inside the trees and didn't know what really to do with the basketball. There was no movement by her teammates.
Roadrunners do well in the desert. In force, maybe not so much. Clardy to Aguirre. Cross court broken up, but falls to Bosgana anyway. 8 to shoot. And a travel by Bosgana, her second. And a timeout on the floor. And Stanford maintaining a 6-point lead as we have 4:31 to go against the Huskies during that stretch. But that one win stopped UConn's 47-game win streak back in November of 2014. But right now it's the Cardinal and the Roadrunners meeting for the very first time here today. UTSA has won 7 straight. Stanford's dropped 2 in a row. He gets a big win here this afternoon. Right now it's Stanford ahead by 6. Head towards the latter portion of the third quarter. Leon Negron looking for options. Back straight away with 5 to shoot. Gets a little room. Puts up the 3. Rattles out. Rebound by Bosgana.
Nice stop for Stanford coming out of the timeout.
A good look for the Negron. Meanwhile, at the other end, pinpoint pass from Chloe Cardi finds Bosgana for the run.
Cardi did a great job keeping her chin up, leading her teammates to the basket. Offhand layup of Bosgana. Was able to finish.
Jostling underneath between Courtney Ogden and Jordyn Jenkins. Another look at that last pass.
There it is. Great pass. Inside. Finished with a right hand. Led her right to the basket.
Ogden called for her second foul. Hammonds comes off. And Emma Lucio comes back in. Jordyn Jenkins back in the mix. Karen Austin told me that, look, Jordyn, with the season and with her capabilities, she could have gone anywhere. But she decided to stay here with us at UTSA. She transferred to UTSA after the 2022 season. Karen Austin says Jordyn stayed with us because she believes in what we are doing here in this program. It's paid off in a big way.
Yes, 7-1. Second consecutive victories have showed that as well. Bosgana again getting back door. Nice lead pass off the dribble. Stanford has found something as UTSA, what they're doing, they're playing up the line defense.
Well, and we've seen moments where Stanford has had terrific ball movement and pinpoint passing along the way as well. Now they're going to the line with Rowe replacing Udo for UTSA.
Yeah, anytime you get a defender playing up the line defense within this offense that Stanford runs, it's automatic read. You go back door off the dribble. So the ball handler passes off the hand, leading her teammate to the basket.
Ghana makes 1 of 2. 7-point lead for Stanford. Hand to Love. He puts up a long three-pointer, a bit too long, and the rebound swiped away by Bosgana.
This is where Stanford is at their best. Transition.
And Harriel for 3, short. Tries to get it back to Leon Negron, beats her to the ball. Leon Negron, foul called on Stanford.
Yeah, Negron decided to keep it herself. She had teammates both to the left and right, but decided to go to the layup herself. With the free throw line, this is where they struggled. 67% from the free throw line. Oftentimes, the free throw line can be your best defender, your 6th defender on the floor. You see how it turns out.
Well, that one came perilously close to being another missed free throw, but it fell through. The third foul on Ogden. And Negron's second free throw off the mark. Whirls out. 39-33.
Again, when you're on the road, Troy, you have to take advantage of the free throw line.
Out to Clardy. Foul called. Going to be on Lucio.
That wasn't the ideal spacing on the floor for Stanford whatsoever. As Aguero was able to get it at the pinch post, her sweet spot, and Bosgana came right across the top, anticipating the pass. Disjointed offensive possession, but you have an opportunity for free throws.
Clardy, 74% free throw shooter. Swishes first. Stanford's first ever player from the state of Arkansas. known for her defensive prowess, and started to develop other facets of her game along the way as well. Stanford up by 8.
As you mentioned earlier, Stanford has yet to get untracked offensively, to gain some distance between this Roadrunner team. Maybe this is the quarter.
And that back foot by Parker moved just a bit too much.
She came to a jump stop. As you mentioned, she dragged the foot. Easy call for the official for the travel.
Cardinal a chance to match or set its biggest lead of the game so far. They're up by 10 with 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Garrett turns and faces. On the floor. In traffic, off the rim. Bosgana off the board, gets it, and will go to the line and shoot one.
Second chance opportunity. It started with Aguera. The rip through, drives to the basket, comes to a jump stop, took the contact. Here it is right there. There's the contact. Bosgana following right behind. The opportunity to get back to the free throw line.
Just falls off the front of the rim. Remains a 10-point game.
So the Roadrunners offensively have started this third quarter how they started the first quarter, shooting only 14%, 2 for 14. There's a turnover as well.
Tough day for Jordyn. Jenkins continues as Bosgana takes advantage. And now Stanford's up by 12.
Live ball turnovers, yields, layups. Defensively outstanding on the perimeters.
Rowe, outside to Leon Negron. Working, Jenkins, too hard. Hits the deck for her trouble.
And Ogden doing a great job defensively. Stanford has an advantage.
Ogden in open lane, and she knocks it down.
Straight line drive, nice job by Aguera, finding Ogden to get the layup. There has to be a timeout on the floor.
Timeout called, UTSA.
There.
Stanford threatening to run away with this one.
There's the steal by Bosgana with the finish. Second layup this quarter. They have to make baskets, force Stanford to take the ball out of bounds. If not, they're getting out in transition, they're scoring. So if they can force Stanford to take the ball out of bounds, meaning they have to make shots, if they can do that, they can walk themselves back in this game. Still another quarter remaining. They're still in the game, although down by 14. Great opportunity for them.
UTSA just 1 of 12 from the floor. They have not hit a field goal in over 5.5 minutes of ball. Spirited crowd here at Maples Pavilion. Skewing on the younger side. We'll tell you why a bit later on in the show. So we're back to action. Leon Negron in the paint. Puts it up off the glass and down.
And she has been a bright spot for the Roadrunners.
12 points for that young lady. Terrific pass, the catch by Bosgana, but runs into a Roadrunner underneath the hoop.
Yeah, that could have went either way. The official didn't call the foul, just let it play on. You see right here, Bosgana again. Nice pass from the pinch post area. That could have been a foul on Bosgana, but they let it play through. Stanford has a chance now for baseline out of bounds play.
57 seconds to go in the third quarter. Harriel doesn't have the catch and shoot. Offensive foul away from the ball.
So they ran action to get Bosgana to come off the screen. The delayed action, but the moving screen, the illegal screen by Ogden.
That's 4 on her. She has to come off, replaced by Mary Ashley Stevenson. Kate Pace says that Mary Ashley pops up in the right place at the right time. That's a good characteristic to have on the basketball court.
Experience, played in the Big Ten, understands big time action.
Big Ten freshman of the year. Leon Negron, straight away 3. Rattles out. A 3-second differential between game clock and shot clock.
Bosgana, that's her 9th rebound. She's working on a double-double.
Lucio guarding Clardy, 10 to shoot. Gara on the floor, to the hoop, in traffic, side rim, rebounded by UTSA. Leon Negron on the other side of the timeline, stops, puts it up, it's short. And the third quarter comes to a close. Stanford up by 1 at the half. Stanford with a 12-point lead. Troy Clarity, Joaquin Wallace here with you, and Elena Bosgana getting the Cardinal off on the right foot in the fourth.
Yeah, they start the same action again, the split action. They have not been able to solve that riddle tonight. Bosgana was able to knock it down.
From the left elbow, and that rolls home from Emma Lucio. Whoops. Hardy and Bosgana not quite on the same page.
Bosgana was going back door as her defender was denying high. Hardy was thinking something otherwise.
Bosgana goes for the steal, but Linton with 4 fouls hangs on to it. Bosgana hangs in there. The ball bumped back. They were able to win it back for UTSA.
Deflections is just as good as steals.
Udo wasn't ready for that one, but Jenkins is able to clean it up. Jenkins just 12 points.
Jenkins clean up on aisle 2, but Guerra again doing her work early, scoring around the rim.
That puts Stanford back up by 12. And some turns and faces. Down to Lucio. Crossover. Love. Oh, finding a bit of room and knocking it down.
Nice job by Love. Take the down screen to get to her spot.
In the corner, open for 3. Too long.
We talked about that's the shot that's open. The corner 3 from the pinch post.
There's Lucio for 3, misses left. Bosgana grabs the board. She is well in double territory now. Harrell grabs it back. Guerra has 5 points. And the bump from UTSA.
Yeah,
That's on Linton, that's her 5th.
Yeah, Linton tried to get over the screen. Foul on the floor, side out of bounds.
Linton heads to the bench. 0 for 3 from the floor with 3 rebounds, a couple of steals. Her afternoon is done.
Yeah, Ogden is well back in with 4 fouls. She has to be careful.
Dimitri open for 3 from long range, back rim. Leon Negron. In the corner, Parker off the side.
Nice look by Love for the corner 3.
Already waiting, finds Heel. Guerra spins outside. He doesn't have a 3. Heel does, got it. Hess Heel puts the Card up by 13.
Now Guerra originally had Ogden slashing to the rim, missed her, but got the Heel. Heel was able to knock it down from distance.
Rowe goes up with it and gets fouled along the way up.
So here it is, right there. There's a one pass away, Heel with the 3 ball, but originally when Guerra first got it, when she received it, Ogden was right in front of the rim, but decided to skip it out, the second extra pass, and Heel was able to knock it down.
Heel played just 2 years at Santa Clara, but left that program as its 11th all-time leading scorer. Putting a lot of work into just her 2 years down the road to Santa Clara. Rowe misses the first free throw. Makes the second. Loud crowd here today at Maples. It's field trip day. So we've got a lot of youngsters from all sorts of school districts here in the local area. 1,700 school kids in the building. Good way to spend a Monday afternoon. The pressure shown by UTSA for the first time this afternoon.
They showed a 1-2-2 half-court trap just to slow down the offense, take some time off the clock.
Five to shoot. Aguera puts it up and knocks it down.
Yeah, Aguera broke out a do-it-yourself kit there. Shot clock running down. Was able to knock it down from the pinch post area.
Towards the baseline. Tight roping. Finding Hammonds. Eventually worked around to delay on Negro. Bounce pass broken up. Foul, I believe, on Dimitri.
Originally, Love had Jenkins wide open, missed her on the ball side. It could have been an easy layup.
Elena Bosgana in for the Cardinal.
Dimitri comes off. That's her fourth foul, replaced by Bosgana. To Jenkins on the inbound. Ball's off the other side of the rim. Aguera grabs the board, her sixth of the day. Jenkins still struggling. 4 of 16 from the floor.
Yeah, Stanford does a great job of recognizing Jenkins. She's at the top of the scouting report and not allow her to get untracked.
So she does get her 16th straight double-digit scoring game, but not quite the way that she wanted. Bosgana fouled on the runner.
Yeah, 4 for 17, 0 for 2 from behind the arc. She has not been able to get activated, but she's 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Bosgana misses the free throw and turns to the bench and says, "Hey, I didn't mean to do that." Bosgana, the senior, the leaders of the squad, now has 12 points.
Yeah, both teams struggling from the free throw line, shooting under 70%. Ideally, you like to shoot at least 75% from the free throw line. Stanford is 67, Roadrunners is 62.
Jenkins puts it up and knocks it down. By far her best shot we've seen from her this afternoon.
I would agree. They go right back to 1-2-2 pester press to try to run some clock, get Stanford out of rhythm, and it results in a turnover.
Yep. Well, if you're going to try to get into this game, if you're UTSA, that's probably step one. Trying to put the pressure on the Cardinal, force them to make turnovers, and make shots at the other end.
You're down 13, 5:22 remaining. They're going to need some stops and some scores, a couple of three-point shots as well to get back in this game.
Jenkins trying to shake Bosgana, finds Hammonds instead. Shot by Rowe inside the yard. Negron stretched, tried to grab the board, but got fouled by Heel.
Yeah, only third team foul. They'll be taking you out from the baseline. I'll tell you what, if they're able to knock down a 3 here to get it to 10, it will get interesting in the last 5 minutes.
Ogden comes off, Harriel back in. Bosgana gets fouled before she can really get going. Foul called on Jenkins. And Stanford is up on top by 13. And it looks like they are going to stop a 2-game losing skid. They hold the lead over the Roadrunners. This happens to be the all-time leading winner, of course, in Stanford college basketball, and of course Gino Auriemma retook that mantle overall in women's college basketball earlier this season. But great to see Tara Vanderveer and Kyle Smith in the building. Chloe Clardy, the dish out. Heel passes up a 3. Bosgana does not. It's off the side of the rim.
Nice offense coming out, starting the quarter.
Love finds a way through.
Yeah, Love received a little brush screen, was able to go in and score uncontested. Again, that 1-2-2 little pester press. Again, that's the second time they get a turnover.
10-second violation.
Time ran out on the Cardinal.
Just changing the tempo. A different look. They went to it. This is the second time they went to it. They broke it out in the fourth quarter. Probably could have used it earlier, but they're down by 11.
Heel off, Dimitri in. She has 4 fouls. Also has 11 points. Leon Negron for 3. This is everything.
They ran a little Iverson cut across the top. Got Negron open for an open 3, wide open.
Dimitri Bosgana for 3. Rattles out.
Roadrunners still hanging in there.
Yep. Love open for 3 from the corner and hits. Single-digit game, 57-49. Timeout called by UTSA.
And again, what you do, Troy, in this situation, you want to get Stanford playing in 94 feet versus 47 feet. They was able to get out on a missed shot. 3-ball left corner pocket. Couple possessions, they scored. They went to their 1-2-2 pester press. First time it was a turnover. Second time they was not able to beat the 10-second shot clock. So 2 for 2 since they've implemented that here late in the fourth quarter.
And I'd imagine that's got to be the way going forward here for UTSA.
You're down by 9 now, so you have opportunities. Again, you want to try to change the tempo, give Stanford a different look. I'm sure Stanford's going to break out now their press break in this situation here. But what it does, Troy, it forces Stanford to run some shot clock and hopefully you get one shot to the rim. They run a little 1-4 across. Look for them to try to get the ball in the middle.
Cardinal get it across.
So 20 seconds on the shot clock. So they did their job. Get Stanford out of their offensive flow.
Clock is Stanford's friend. Scoreboard is Stanford's friend right now. Out to Dimitri. Time running low. Dimitri from the baseline. Can't get it to fall.
So far, so good. Going to this defense. Not allowing Stanford to have a free run to the basket.
Lucio stops at the left elbow. Puts it up and knocks it down.
And that's her second shot from the same area. First time she came across a little screen action. Aguirre with the travel. So again, the 1-2-2 is causing problems for Stanford. They're speeding Stanford up.
The door opening wider and wider for Karen Aston and UTSA.
You're down by 6. Say they found something with Lucio as well. 4 points, 7 minutes since she's come in the game.
Foul called on Harriel. This was a 15-point game with 5:49 to go. UTSA has been able to go meet and cut it to 6.
If I'm Coach Aston, I'm telling my team now, let's get to the rim. Let's force the official to make the foul call. We can score from the free throw line, although they haven't been successful there, but that's a great opportunity. We can score while the clock is not moving.
Leon Negron. Home from behind by Dimitri. The shot short, but the putback by Rowe.
And making this run with their best player on the bench as well. So now it's starting to get interesting. You see the confusion for Stanford.
Clardy gets the cross. Cross court to Aguirre. Now Clardy settles it down. It's an 11-0 run for UTSA.
But most importantly, the shot clock is going down for Stanford. Nice offensive rebound by Dimitri. Second chance opportunity.
Crucial offensive board as Kate Pay calls timeout. 2:03 to go here in the fourth quarter. That is a big time board by Brooke Dimitri.
And the timeout is equally as important because Coach Pay understands the importance of this offensive possession. What the Roadrunners have been able to do is take Stanford out of their rhythm offensively. The 1-2-2 pester press, a couple of turnovers as well. 3, in fact, allows them to get back in the game. 11-1 run in the last 3 minutes and 31 seconds. And guess what? Their best player, Jenkins, is not in the game, so they're going to a different lineup. Although she has 14 points, 5 for 18. Lucio has done huge coming into the game. A couple of jumpers in her 8 minutes.
Stanford's been turning the ball over due to that pressure by UTSA.
And that's a great job of Coach Aston. She didn't show it early, she waited late.
2 minutes to go. 4-point game. 5 to shoot. Aguera on the floor, drives and scores.
So they did a bread and butter play. Allow Aguera to go left or right.
Just 7 points for Nunu this afternoon, but those are 2 mighty big ones. Lucio guarded closely by Bosgana. Lucio puts up a 3 off the rim and a whistle.
As I mentioned earlier, Lucio, since coming into the game, been positive numbers.
And that's the 5th personal foul on Dimitri.
So Dimitri fouls out.
Courtney Ogden coming in. So Dimitri with 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 blocks. All 3 of those blocks coming in the first half when UTSA was having big problems trying to negotiate the length underneath for the Cardinal. Roadrunners have missed 5 free throws. Make it 6. Now 8 of 14.
So as I mentioned earlier, sometimes the free throw line is your best defender, the 6th defender on the floor. So far has proved dividends for the Cardinal.
Jordyn, Jenkins, and Alexis Parker.
59-54. Jenkins back in the game, along with Alexis Parker.
So they put Jenkins at the top of this 1-2-2. Hope your length, right, get a deflection in the backcourt, easy layup. Good job of getting it to the center of the floor, break the press.
Bosgana looking for Ogden underneath. It's not there. 10 to shoot. Ogden, bounce pass. Aguera gets it back. 2 to shoot. Turnaround, front rim. But Harriel grabs the board and gets fouled.
And you can see Coach Aston stomping down the sidelines. She knew that was her opportunity, her team's opportunity there. They got what they wanted. The fouls on the floor, they'll have to take it out of bounds, but that was huge to get that second chance, get that 50-50 ball. Defensively, they were solid, just was not able to get the 50-50 ball for the defensive rebound.
Inside the final minute. A timeout called by Stanford. They have 2 left. UTSA has 1. Roadrunners woke up this morning ranked number 50 in the NCAA net rankings. Last week, they reached number 49, their highest ranking ever since the net rankings became a thing back in 2018. Of course, a 7-game win streak will kind of help do that to you. They came into this one having won 7 in a row. That streak obviously in jeopardy right now with Stanford holding on to a 5-point lead and trying to hold off UTSA down the stretch in this one.
Yeah, 2 teams moving in opposite directions. And Stanford lost their last 2. So at some point you knew that one of these streaks will be broken, whether it's going to be Stanford breaking their 2-game losing streak or the Roadrunners winning 8 in a row.
Well, and Kate Pay admitted that, there were some late game situations that she made some mistakes on against LSU that she'd love to have back. But more opportunities for her and the student athletes here in this situation. Pressure again. Five to shoot. Aguera hemmed in. The desperation three, not even close.
Shot clock expiration.
Rowe took a bit of a spill, and now she gets helped up by Jenkins and Parker.
It's a nice job by the Roadrunners not to foul. Able to get a shot clock violation. Now they have to go for the quick three here. Now Stanford, they recognize this, would not allow the three. Give up the two, but not the three in this situation here.
The Leon Negron, who's about to get the ball, is UTSA's best three-point shooter by far. Right side, Love drains it. And it's a two-point game with 26 seconds left.
So this is where Stanford has to be poised, not turn the ball over.
Already trying to handle it. Finds Bosgana at the other end. And a whistle and a foul call.
Yeah, Troy, Stanford is fortunate in that situation there. They have a backcourt violation again off this 1-2-2 pester press. They're trapping in the 12 areas on the floor. You want to get your ball handler to run to, and they was able to do that. So now free throws are important.
It's Stanford's best free throw shooter at the line. Although Bosgana is now 4 of 8 from the foul line. She came in 87%.
Shooting free throws late game is totally different than shooting it early in the game.
For various reasons, pressure, fatigue. Second free throw is good.
I'm UTSA, I'm calling a timeout to advance the ball.
Timeout called by
But we'll see what Stanford does.
Roadrunners inbounding. Leon Negron. Clock hasn't started. The officials noted we started with 13.5 on the clock, and that sequence ended.
Last play is under review for a timing mistake.
So I'm sure Coach Pay now, they've seen the offense, how they want to run it. So if Ito gets the ball, I'm telling Aguera, back off of her because she's not a threat to shoot the ball from behind the arc. Allow her to turn and face and try to plug up the middle. Make sure that you locate Negron. She's one of the better threes that they have, but Love is 2 for 4. Ross is 1 for 1. Overall, as a team, they haven't shot the ball well from behind the arc. Only 4 for 16, 25%. So you can live with the 3 in this situation here, but again, make sure you close out on their best three-point shooters. Give up the 2, not the 3.
Yep.
If I'm Coach Pay.
It's simple math, right? I mean, we're here on the campus of Stanford University. They like to do math here, I'm told, on this campus just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
60 to 57.
But I tell you what, that clock malfunction, it favors Stanford.
Yes, 100%.
In this situation here, because now I see what you're going to run. How do I adjust? Again, if Ito catches it, I'm telling Aguera, back off of her because she's looking to pass the basketball. If she knocks down the 3, we have
After further review, 2.6 is coming off the game clock.
So they'll take off 2.6 seconds and bring it down to 10.9.
The game clock is set to 10.9 seconds.
There you go. Shot clock obviously turned off for this one.
Now, if I'm Stanford and the Roadrunners score, I have a timeout remaining, I'm advancing the ball. That's the difference between the women's game and the men's game. You can advance the ball. So if they score, I'm calling timeout, and I'm advancing the basketball.
Udo, 5 seconds. Broken up. Jzaniy Harriel, coast to coast, lays it in, and that's your ball game. Stanford survives a late flurry from UTSA, and they beat the Roadrunners